Emmanuel, God is with us. Emmanuel, God is with us. Guess what I got from the Dollar Tree? I got my annual seeds for my vegetable garden from the Dollar Tree. And I even picked up a few flowers that I've done okay with. So let us just take a look at my haul. First, I got these Detroit beets. These beets are delicious, and one of these actually lived in my garden, and I've been harvesting the grains. I don't grow beets in my little tiny garden for the actual beet. I harvest the greens, and I make stir fries with them. They are a very sweet and delicious green. So I have a couple here. So that is that. I got some cilantro. I told you guys I'm always trying to grow cilantro. I struggle with this. I put these seeds in the ground and oftentimes nothing comes up. Now, if I take the time to put the seeds in some dirt and then grow the cilantro plant and then replant it in another spot, I get cilantro like that. But that just seems like more work than I'm willing to do. Giant noble spinach. I am going to try and do these two different ways. I'm going to grow these from seed in my seed starters, and then I'm going to transplant it to the garden and try to remember to water it. When I put it directly in the garden, the birds and the wild rabbits go in my garden and eat the seedlings, so I haven't been successful there. This is a really, really hard seed to grow a plant from. This is true lavender, but you know, every year I give myself a project that seems impossible, and growing true lavender from seed is very difficult. I'm going to give it a try again. I picked up white Lisbon onion, which is a bunching onion. I buy these onions from the grocery store. I pay $25 for each onion. 25 cents for each onion. So if I were able to get some started and grow them in my onion patch, that would be a significant savings. Early golden acre. This cabbage is very easy to grow. I would highly recommend it to anybody. If you're in a place that has a short season, this would be a good cabbage to grow. I've grown snowball. This is the favorite cauliflower to grow. The problem I have with this cauliflower, it's an annual. I grow the purple cauliflower, which is a perennial. Much easier to deal with a perennial than to deal with this one. But I'm going to make a spot in the garden and see if I can grow that one. And this is another seed I try every year, and I've just not been very successful with flowers. I've grown these in a container. I get the flower started, and then sometimes I forget about it and it dies. Sweet basil. This is an expensive herb for me because the seed fall on the ground and they have not reproduced for me. So I have to buy this seed every year to get myself some basil. So I'm trying that one again. Long Island dill. Again, this is another one that's been difficult for me, but I only need 1 or 2 plants. So I'm gonna take the time to start this plant with the seed. And when the plant gets so tall, I am going to transfer it to my garden. So I'm going to take a little chives. I have chives in my garden. I just take when I buy chives from the grocery store, I cut the little chive off and I cut the little root part off from the chive, and that's how I've started my chives in the garden. But since they had this, I thought it would be fun to give chives a try this way. Maybe I could add to my little chive patch. Marigolds are another difficult seed. Marigolds are extremely unreliable from seed. You put out 10 marigold seeds, you might get 1 or 2, but I love these tall marigolds. The garden shops no longer give you tall marigolds. These are called the Cracker Jacks, and these get 2 to 3 feet high. You get a whole bunch of flowers from them. I love the smell of marigolds. It is one of my favorite flowers to grow in the garden. So for that reason, I am going to attempt to try it again. I've had wonderful success with Cosmos from Dollar Tree seed. If you wanted a flower, this is an airy flower. You get a few flowers on the top of it. It's nice, but it's one of the most reliable seed you can get at the Dollar Trees. I'm guaranteed to get 2 or 3 plants from this, even with the animals eating the seedlings. 2 or 3 of these plants will survive. They get about 2 foot tall. They cover themselves in flowers, but it's an airy flower and they're not fragranced. So, I like them, but I love my marigolds when I can get them. Forget-me-nots, I've never been able to get these to grow from seed. I'm just not in the environment for those. These are some more cosmos and some other beautiful colors. And bachelors. I once had a bachelor flower grow up and it grew 2 to 3 feet tall, covered itself in blue flowers. I had cuttings. It was so nice. So I'm hoping I get that from that. Zinnias are good for, I am very successful with zinnia flowers. I've been able to grow these from seed, and I get the seed from the Dollar Tree. I've been really, really successful with that. So I'm giving it a try again. California poppies. I should be able to grow California poppies. These grow wild all over all over California. Sometimes they grow them along the freeway because they can handle smog and different things like that. They come back after a while and they secure your soil so that the soil doesn't change on you. Like soil, if it doesn't have something growing in it, it will start to become bedrock, and your houses and stuff like that will shift and start cracking. So it's really bad. But this flower is one that helps with that. And then Shasta daisies. I grew up with Shasta daisies my whole life as a child. My mother the gardener put these in our front yard, and we would have these beautiful Shasta daisy flowers. They are drought tolerant. I think they are a perennial. Yeah, they are a perennial. So once you get them, the whole plant covers itself in these white daisies. So I picked that up for nostalgic reasons. I grew these peas last year. If you go and see my Dollar Tree seed of my gardening with Dollar Tree seeds, I did really good with this little marvel. The seedling got eaten by the birds, but after it got eaten by the birds, it was able to grow back from its root. And the birds don't like it once it's a tough old plant. So it grew back from its root, a tough old plant, and I actually got peas from it. So I picked up 1, 2, 3. It's late season to grow peas, but these peas are more drought tolerant than any other pea I've ever tried. So I'm going to try them again. I got them at this time of the year last year, and they grew and gave me peas for a whole month, which is excellent for Southern California. This is the Zinnia California Giants, and zinnias are another flower that is very easy from seeds. You don't have to spend money on a plant with these. These seeds are 25 cents at the Dollar Tree, so you can get those there, and it will give you flowers. And the butterflies. Love the flowers from the zinnia, so you'll have butterflies in your garden. Now, this is a plant that ought to be easy for me. This is crookneck squash. My mother likes crookneck squash. I always try this in my garden, but the plant gets some white disease and dies. But it's a garden, so I try it every year, and we'll see what happens this year. Maybe this year is the year. I planted my whole garden in wheat, and I planted oats, so that grasses kill disease in your soil. So we'll see how well that does. Paris cause. This is a very, very easy lettuce for me. This is Paris cause is romaine lettuce. It is a drought tolerant lettuce, and it is more heat tolerant than many lettuces. And so I picked up this seed here because I like to be able to pick my lettuces from the garden. I think I already showed you this one. Early golden acre, yeah. And parsley. Parsley is surprisingly easy from seed as well. It's about as easy as a carrot, so I'm going to try some parsley. I've been using carrot tops, so to have some real parsley would be nice. And then sage. I was able to grow sage from seed, from Dollartree seed last year, and I still have that plant because this is a perennial in my area. So if you grow it in an area that gets cold, you just take it into your sunroom in the wintertime. Make sure you don't have it next to a freezing cold winter, or just pick up some more seed or get you some seed, you know. And then I got Bloomsdale spinach. So I think I got two different types of spinach. Yeah, I got Giant Noble and I got Bloomsdale. I have spinach in my garden now, and the creatures aren't eating it. It is a perennial spinach, so I'm hoping that since they got sick of spinach and I'm able to harvest spinach now all the time, that they will let me grow these two new spinaches too, because I do enjoy picking my own spinach salad. I actually picked a spinach salad yesterday, and I'm gonna have that with my lunch today. So those are my seeds. I wanted to share that with you because I think I paid $8 for all these seeds, and you know, $8 worth of seed, and I've got both a huge flower garden and a vegetable garden. If I'm respectful of these seeds, I could do really well with them. So I tend to just toss them out and see what comes up, and I still get a good garden. I had so many radishes last year. The wild rabbits just ate radishes. They preferred that to anything. Not the radish bulb, but the radish leaves. They preferred that to anything. So Jesus loves you, and I love you with all the Jesus in me. Be blessed, beautiful. Thanks for watching this video to the very end. I appreciate your support. If you are growing anything, if you are going through seed catalogs and all that kind of fun stuff right now, leave a comment below what you're growing, what you're planning to grow. You know, it's an exciting time for those. It's the time of the year for us gardeners where we hope to have our absolute best garden ever. This is a time of possibilities. Winter is a time of possibilities, whereas spring and summer are the truth, and we find out how we really did. Jesus loves you, and I love you with all the Jesus in me. Be blessed. God bless you.